Wow, this is my first requested video. So thank you, Steven. Buckle up. I'm probably gonna make you feel uncomfortable. What's up, travelers? Today I'm going to talk about colorism in the media and how harmful it is. So in my previous video, I was asked to talk about this from the literature perspective, but it's a little bit harder to address this from books. I mean, even if you describe your characters, there's a large chance that it won't get through to the reader. So instead, I'm going to be using our other massive media outlet, movie and TV shows. So we're all on the same page here. I'm going to define colorism. Colorism is a differential treatment based on skin color, especially favoritism towards those with a lighter skin tone and a mistreatment or exclusion of those with a darker skin tone, typically among those of the same racial group or ethnicity. Yes. So essentially, the lighter you are, the better you are. Examples being, whenever a show or a movie wants to add a black character, typically a female black character, they want her to be liked, they'll cast someone who lacks melanin, but still holds black features. Hair, mouth, nose, body. And if they do cast a darker skinned black woman, she'll typically fall into one of three tropes. She'll either be aggressive and bitter, as shown in the show Martin. Ooh, bonus points if her looks are consistently insulted. Number 2, the big black sassy friend. You know, that personality that white gay men love imitating, as seen in Community. And number 3, or she's your mammy, burdened with the task of making sure the white character does and becomes better, as seen in The Help. Please note that me calling out these problematic characters is not a call for cancellation or dragging. Community is hilarious, and I enjoyed The Help. This is just a call to be better in the future. Now, for some people, I know this might not be as serious as you think, but it does have a negative impact on society, whether we care to admit it or not. And if it wasn't such a constant in media, people wouldn't be bringing it up so much. I can list recent shows that still fall into this category. I love the show Letterkenny. They have 2 relatively main black female characters. One is dark skinned. She's really weird and overly sexual. I mean, to the point of making everyone around her uncomfortable. Good job. And then the other black female character is super light skinned. Oh, what does she get to do? Well, of course, she gets to be involved with the main character as the love interest. Yay! Another show I recently started watching, Transplant. Ooh, there's a dark-skinned black female surgeon. Hell yeah. Empowerment. She's bitter as hell. She doesn't care to make friends. She did have a fun-ass man, though. Whew. Man was beautiful. Oh, wait. She broke up with him because she didn't feel like she could be in love with him because she couldn't forgive her father. Oh, joy. So this woman has daddy issues and she can't find love. Awesome. Such a great trope. I love seeing it. And oof, does that last one bring up the issues with the trope itself? Dark-skinned black women aren't worthy of love. Or at least that's how it looks. I'm gonna add some TikToks to emphasize my point because I'm not the only one who sees this. This isn't a stretch by any imagination.
What is a trope in media that once you saw it, you could not unsee it?
Only light-skinned women are worthy of love. I think Bridgerton is a perfect case study. All of the romantically attached women in Bridgerton are light-skinned. The Duke of Hastings' wife and Simon's mother. The boxer's wife. One of the most eligible bachelorettes of the season with a lover in Spain. The king's wife. One of the only darker-skinned women on the show with any lines was a babysitter for an emotionally unavailable man-child with no romantic history or prospects of her own. And yet the men to which they were romantically attached came in different shades. You do not need to be romantically attached to be a valid female character. But what this pattern suggests is that lighter-skinned women are feminine, lovable, worthy, and capable of companionship, whereas darker-skinned women are, at best, sage advisors. And little Miss Black Stories Matter herself loves this trope. Like, I'm super excited about Malcolm and Marie, but I'm also super done with this trope.
What is a trope in media that once you saw it, you could not unsee it?
Black media is notorious for this. Let's get into it. Dark-skinned dad, light-skinned mom. Dark skin dude, light skin girl. Dark skin dude with a light skin girl. But let's get into recent media. Dark skin dad, mixed light skin mom.
And in case you don't think that this has any real world implications, here's another TikTok.
I want to start off today by talking about colorism and black marriage. This is the study we'll be using as the basis of our conversation. Please pause, look it up on Google. For this study, 3 black men came together and argued that the number of marriageable black men were decreasing, and because of that, they were looking for a specific type of black woman to marry. So they attempted awkwardly to define what might be considered marriageable qualities within a woman. Things you hear black men like myself talk about all the time. Submissive women, women that grew up in 2-parent households, women with an education, women who know how to hold their man down, quote unquote. What they found was that even in those marriage parameters, light-skinned young black women were far more likely to be married than dark-skinned or medium-skinned young black women. For instance, in 2-parent households, light-skinned young black women were 28% more likely to be married than dark-skinned black women. And if they did not grow up on welfare, light-skinned young black women were still 20.5% more likely to be married than dark-skinned or medium-skinned black women. This means that overall, regardless of circumstance, light-skinned black women are 15% more likely to be married than dark-skinned black women. Colorism is a fact.
I get it. It's subtle. I understand how easy it can be to miss it, especially if you're not experiencing it. But when you put them all together, it most definitely adds up. I mean, studies show that black women are the least desired ethnicity, and it hurts to constantly see that mentality enforced in media. It creates this inferiority complex. And again, this has been going on for long, so if you go back and you look up the Brown versus the Board of Education, it's even showcased in there with things like the doll test. That doll test is extremely disturbing and just sad. And hell, I used to feel like that as a child. I'm glad I'm over it though. And now I can help to make it better, so other children like me don't feel like that. And again, remember, it's not a call out. This is not a cancellation. This is a learning experience. We can all do better to make the small joys in our life joyful for everyone. There's nothing wrong with being better, doing better, and caring about others. All right, well, if you stuck around to now, thank you. It's what I appreciate about you. If you like what you see here and you want to keep seeing more, feel free to subscribe. I make new videos every Wednesday, except for this video. There was an issue the other day that I couldn't get this out. It's not here nor there. If you're in a mood for a tude, you can follow me on Twitter. If you want to sit back and relax and watch me game, you can follow me on Twitch. I'm going to link all those TikTokers' information. All those things will be in the description box down below. And remember, representation matters. Later days.